we're starting this up. So let's click go live. Alright. So the first few minutes of this is just gonna be whatever. We have to make sure that everything is set up with the Rehydrated release stuff. And so this is just gonna be like a wait and see. We're gonna be doing a speed run. And then after that speed run, we're going to be playing the game 100%. Or not playing the game 100%, completing the game to 100%, or whatever we have time for. So, yeah. We have a donation link in the description, and if you go there, then, as it says at the top of the screen, all of your funds will go to Color of Change. Because this is kind of more or less a charity stream type thing. So let's get this thing booted up. And once I see that the last guy has stopped and we are good, then we will start the speed run. But until then, it's just gonna be whatever. Sorry, it's like so bugged. But yeah, we're just gonna do this real quick and we'll see what happens. Sorry about that blink light. That was just the system being weird. Thankfully, like, no one's gonna really have to see that, so. But yeah, we're gonna do this until we get the good go ahead. If the mic quality sounds bad, then tell me and I'm gonna change it. I'm also probably going to take the first like 2 or 3 minutes, once 3 hits, to just make sure that everything's good for you guys. Anyone who wants to say anything. The game volume is like too loud, then tell me, but overall, I don't want it to overpower me. I just kind of want the game volume to be here. So if it's too loud to where you can like really hear it and you can't hear me, then but if it's too quiet, like you can't hear it at all, then that's also an option. I can turn it up. Just gotta make this trick look good. It's so stupid. That's so dumb that I can just do that. So at 3 o'clock we'll get started. But that's whatever. So here we are, we're gonna get started. Just listen. We're gonna hear an alert, which reminds me I should turn my desktop volume on. But yeah, we're waiting here, and we're just waiting to get the good go ahead, whatever. Once we get a go ahead and once everything's good, then that's when we'll start.
Rollerific.
Like I said, we're just gonna do this, and yeah. What's up, man? What's up, everyone? I'm gonna do this. Yeah, this is the original BFBB. I know Riders was just playing Rehydrated and I was watching his horde mode. But yeah, we're gonna do a speed run, like just a regular any person speed run. And I'm just gonna be doing this until 3. Like, just tell me if the game volume's too quiet or if my mic quality is like kind of weird, but yeah, this is the trick that I have the most troubles with. That's why I'm kind of doing this, so it will be good whenever we do the run. Alright, that's cool. Whoops. I'm kind of not the best at this, so... But the original honestly just has better controls minus the sponge ball, so... Just a reminder that we are doing this for Colors of Change, part of the Rehydrated relief, the charity fundraiser stuff. If you want to donate, links in the description. But that's cool. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to do this one more time. Once we get some people in, then we'll start our run that we're going to do. This, I'm just not the best at this trick. Let's do... There we go. Do this one more time and then we'll do our run. And after we do the run, we're just gonna do the 100%, the rest of the game essentially. Not like, we're just gonna casually do it all. And then that should do for a lot of stuff. So you could probably see too, like, I'm probably gonna do this run in around an hour 20, so there we go. After we get this, then we're gonna go and we're gonna finish this. So, okay, it's good. Okay. Essentially, like, my route is not exactly the beginner route, but it's not like a top level route. And what's going on, guys? Yeah, anytime, dude. Decided to make a good thumbnail out of all that stuff, and looks pretty good, I thought. So, we're about to start the run. Here we go. I might miss stuff, I mean, it's just alright. I'm actually timing it just because, like, so we can see.
I make myself a snack, but there's no time!
But we'll try our best. Let's see. So, like, some of this is gonna be pretty good, some of it, eh. Usually whenever I stream runs, I'm kind of inconsistent, and I start to, like, reset, but I'm gonna do no reset, and we're just gonna go with it. Everything's gonna get done though. Like, it's all gonna be good, no matter what. We can get this trick, that's good.
Now I can wear 4 pairs of underwear. This is great.
I believe I'm the only one who's doing a regular any percent run. I saw some people were doing like any percent no cruise boosting and like 100% twice the walking and jumping speed, but thanks, man. I think I'm the only one that's just doing regular any percent. So let's see.
We can't jellyfish today. I'm going fishing for robots.
We'll just see how this turns out. Here we go. Oh, we even got a new best time on that for some reason. I have no idea how that happened, but it did. So, it's already really going well. Excited for this, because I don't usually just do a run. I like to just have bad segments and reset, so as it goes is as it's going to go. I like this game more than Rehydrated. I'm pretty sure like that's kind of collectively agreed upon. Just, I don't know. I could be wrong about being collectively agreed upon, but I feel like this game is better because like the movement just feels more fluid and all the characters just feel like they are just better suited for the environments. I don't know, I said that wrong, but the idea to make Sandy's lasso where you have to hold the button was kind of not a great change for me, but it works, so it's all good. I don't know why this isn't working. Let's see. The chat box thing is not working. It should be. It's not hidden. Sometimes my chat box doesn't work and it's really weird. There it is. Sorry, it's all gonna load now. I didn't know that that wasn't working until I just kind of saw it, so. Here we go. It's a pretty nice one. But I'm not like the most advanced winner. You can probably see that in my movement, but I've been doing this for about a month, so everything's going well. Yeah, no one's talking. I don't know. If you got anything to talk about, want to tell me about your Rehydrated experience, your speedrun experience, whatever, then feel free. Yeah, consider donating, guys, to the Releif. The link's in the description, and yeah, man. This is the trick that will make or break everything. I should probably get it on the first try. I was practicing this a bit. Let's do this. And go like, oh! We actually got that. That's nice. Usually it takes me like a couple runs at the reset there, but we actually got that, so it's already a big success. This could be a new best, I mean, you never know, but the roughest sections are whenever we get to cruise boosting after like the dream section. Because I don't know, I get like a super fast cruise boost every time, but I have a good idea, so. But we're doing real well. But yeah, this should be pretty nice. Good time. This part's kind of weird, like the oil skip. I feel some days like I can get it. That's what's coming out, but some days it's like I can get it and some days I can't. I don't know if that's just a consistency thing or what, but I am kind of on Xbox 360, so maybe like the lag stuff, because sometimes I feel like I can't push the bash like I should be able to. That was really weird. Oh wow, fine. In the run I did where I have the best, I just missed that too. So. That's alright. It's all good. So we can just get it second time. Alright. Now what we do is we get the Mr. Krabs warp, and then we TP back to the start. And basically, what this does is we need that warp for later when we're going to do a cruise boosting section. But now we get to do oil skip, which is... nah. It's alright. We actually got it on the first try. Very surprised. But, I mean, in Rehydrated, overall, I think that the controls feel floaty and like they feel alright. I'm not saying anything bad about like the movement controls and the jumps and stuff, but I think that some of the stuff like Patrick's throw feels kind of weird, and like it's more depending on your camera angle than anything. Just that's what I've experienced at least, is that Patrick's throw is like very dependent on where he stands and his camera angle combined, more than where he is, where like it is in this game. But yeah, things are going well in this run. Let's get this. Boom. We're gonna be just on time with this. Hopefully I can get under an hour 20 minutes, and then we can just do more after this, but whatever happens, happens. I've been doing pretty decent recently with these, so. I was practicing for a bit, but then I didn't want the system to overheat because sometimes the system tends to overheat. So I was watching the horde mode stuff, and it seemed pretty alright. I didn't know it was that easy to complete it by yourself. Makes it so like whenever I have another player playing with me, I'm gonna feel like that's just a breeze, I feel. But the horde mode stuff. If one person can beat it by themselves, then like multiplayer is just too easy. Let's see, this is the other section, but I've been doing this section pretty decent. A lot to mess up on here. But this run has been pretty well. But let me see here. Also, if anyone didn't know, like, I'm on Xbox 360, I think I said that, but, basically, the game likes to mess up with certain rendering stuff, so. I have an original Xbox, but my 360 I've just been more consistent on certain tricks with. So I was like, I'm gonna use this for a bit, and then I'm gonna go to Xbox once I get my tricks down real well. Yeah, this part kind of messes me up sometimes. But I can get it. Sometimes it's like first try, sometimes it's just whatever, you know. Damage boost, which goes good. And then we could just do this. Okay. So this isn't going to be like a best time or anything, but it's definitely something cool. Something to see how more beginner runner, like I guess I'm an intermediate runner, but more how my route and my movement and stuff varies from advanced runners like Shift. Like, it's something that I like to look at. But yeah, damage boost. I kind of missed that. Wow, that happens sometimes. That damage boost. I don't line it up. Like, he told us in the beginner route to just line that up, and I was like, yeah, I don't line it up for whatever reason. I accidentally missed, but then because whenever I line it up, it feels like it takes time, and it's just like I have good muscle memory, I guess, of where I need to go.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
I don't know why there's splits for one spatula that's like collect this, but it's pretty nice to have them. Alright, that's good.
Oh boy.
But I've only gotten like an hour 20, but my best time is like, theoretically I could get an hour 6, but you know that doesn't work like that. But it's whatever. Because now I can get whatever that best possible time says. It's not gonna be that low, but if things go well, I mean, I guess I could get like an hour 15. I mean, this is just whatever stuff. This part I also do the bash. I don't do that weird one frame jump. I do the bash. Like what they show in the beginner tutorial. Bot, come down a bit. Come down a bit, please. There we go. I could do the one frame, but I don't know. This section was really bad in the personal best run, but I mean, if you need to do speedruns, then you could just practice for a while. Because there are a bunch of tricks, and it takes a good, at least 3 weeks to learn all the tricks and get them down consistently. And then you could, like, say, I want to invest in even a decent computer. You don't have to invest in a overpowered PC, whatever. You just need a decent computer that can run the timer and that can run OBS. And you need a capture card, but I already had all of it lying around, so I was just like, why not?
I should do it again sometime.
Sometimes I get that scene skip, but not all the time. Last time I did it, like, I got the gold in the last run because the stupid... I got this on first try. Sometimes I don't get it on first try. And also, if you get the cutscene skip and do it the other way, then you can even do it better, but I don't even know why that drowned. Second, it's gonna probably go over. Alright. Yeah, like, if you want to speedrun this, then a good idea would be to just invest in everything you need. And then just start learning the tricks. And then, yeah, because Shift has a great beginner tutorial, which helped me a lot. I learned from it. I don't know why this won't work, but his beginner tutorial is really good. And I changed the route up a bit because I was just like, whatever. And I wasn't like brand new to the game. I was like, I already kind of know what I'm doing. I don't know why this keeps missing. Sometimes, I think it's just where I'm standing and probably my timing, but let's just check it out. Oh, there we go. That wasn't a great segment, but that's whatever.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
I'd already been streaming games. I was like, this game looks really cool. Shift was a cool guy. So he inspired me to speedrun, and it hasn't been that bad. Been live for about 2 weeks doing this kind of stuff. It's not that bad. It's pretty fun. Especially right now, it's just, yeah. You're welcome, man. Right now, with the time that we're in, I forgot that
Looks like the
manipulation.
robot's left itself vulnerable. Great barrier reef!
If I wasn't doing this, then I would just be like doing nothing pretty much.
Now the
'Cause
robot's
I play a
taking
bunch of different
beating out
games,
there.
but this is the one game that I play every day, and it's amazing. And since I was speedrunning this, I was really excited for Rehydrated. I
The
streamed that
robot better change
100%,
tactics
and I made a
fast.
kind of lengthy review because I was just being dumb, and decided to just keep talking, even though I didn't need to, about how certain things didn't look amazing or certain things happened.
Sling! The old clothesline move.
This Robo Sandy isn't that great. Be well more optimized.
The robot's losing its head. What a shocking
Everything was
takedown
already
by
just right.
Patrick.
Oh, it's here. I just randomly was like, I'm gonna find out about this game again, and so I found out. I had a fat Xbox 360 lying around, but yeah, I've been playing this game every day for about the past month and a half, and I haven't stopped. It's just a really fun game, and personal improvement is a really fun thing to do. Seeing how much further I can go with this, because the first run, whenever I was speedrunning this, was 4 hours. And that was because I messed up so much in like Dutchman's or something. And then after that, I was dedicated. I was just like, I'm not going to let that happen again. So then I think the next one was like 2:15. And then it just kept going down. But I think I just got this best. Maybe, I think I got this one 2 days ago.
Wow! I've never seen such an electrifying match!
I was really happy. I was like, yeah, 12019. And these tricks are definitely like one of the main reasons I checked it out, because in addition to the cool streaming guys that stream it, there were a bunch of really cool tricks. Like all of them always talk about how they got into it because of the sponge glide or cruise boosting. Cruise boosting was just really interesting to me. And so I decided I would check it out for the cruise boosting, and it's actually a lot more difficult than it seems. You hear about it a lot, but it's a lot more difficult than you would think. It took me a real long time to get it where it is now, honestly.
Nice move by SpongeBob. This match is just about over.
You can probably learn the speedrun in, like, I would say 2 or 3 days, but you're not going to have, like, a under 2:30 if you learn in 2 or 3 days. You're just going to get something like 2 hours, and then you're going to keep going. Or you might keep going, depending on if you liked it or not. But if you like the game and you want to play it more, speedrunning's the amazing way to go.
Hey.
Or not the amazing way, but like, it's the way. Because when you just play the game casually and then you're like, that game was good and I want to keep playing, there's not much to do once you be 100%, because it's like, I be 100%, now what? Especially with this game being like a good mix-up to like modern games and playing some stuff that's a bit more kid-friendly instead of like the FPS games and all these weird games. This game is just something that stands out because of that. It's different than the rest, and that's what makes it really good. Because the art's more bright and colorful. I mean, compare this to like a Mario, and maybe Mario's better, but this game is like $30 versus the Odyssey being like 60. So if you're on a budget, you just need this game to play, then yeah, play this. Rehydrated is not a bad option, it just wasn't my favorite. But if you have a modern console and you're just like, I'm thinking about picking up Rehydrated because it's like less expensive, then yeah, Rehydrated's amazing still. I might even turn the game volume down, but we're about to do SBA, so if you're sensitive to loud noises, then it's gonna be done in like a minute. Whenever you stop seeing 30, if you don't want to like turn your volume down right now. I don't think I'm gonna like turn the game volume down. It shouldn't be like too loud, but it'll be something. Let's see if I can. Sorry, I was turning it down real quick. Just muted it, and whenever the SBA is done, I'm gonna turn it back on. But just know that there's going to be a really annoying noise. Yeah, there we go. That ball might pop out. But, yeah. We're going to unmute the game volume again once this trick is done. Which, yeah, it's going to take some time. Okay, I get this and then go like... Yeah, what's up, guys? So, this is gonna be a good one. A good time doing this. But if you have any opinions on Rehydrated and what you think, then I mean, I'd like to know what people think. Because I obviously have my own opinions and think that the game is good, but not like the best game ever. But if you have any opinions, then feel free. Because it might make me look at the game a different way. It might make someone else look at it a different way, you know. So sorry about that. I was just like, I had to do that real quick. Now we have to wait for shinies for a second. Okay, it's almost done. Sorry. Sorry, it's like overly loud. I'm gonna turn it down to where it's not like overly loud. I accidentally turned it on like prematurely. That was me. But it should be better. We don't have enough shinies. That's a big issue. That's a big issue. We don't have enough shinies. But we'll continue. I think what we do is we just like do some stuff out of order, if I remember right. It's happened before where I don't get enough shinies and it's just annoying. Because I think like you get enough in Sand Mountain and such, but I could also do a Goo Cage clip and Goo Cage would save me some time. But I have to remember how to do it. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like. Turn the game volume back up a little bit. Okay, now we get to go and trade to Mr. Krabs. We might not have enough for this. We might be a bit short here. That's due to the SBA being kind of bad. But I should have waited until 48k. That's about how much that you need usually. This is 3. Because look how much it makes your shinies go down every time. So it can be kind of just draining on your shinies. I'd be surprised if we had enough for all this. Don't think we do. Yeah, we totally don't. But we're only like 500 off too. That's what sucks, I think. I'm pretty sure. Or we aren't gonna have enough for the pay clam. Yeah, we're not gonna have enough for the pay clam. Hey, thanks for donating. 20 bucks. Thanks, man. Or that's my mom, wait. I knew my mom was like, I'm gonna donate, so she donated 20 bucks. It's pretty cool. We don't have enough shinies. That's tough. I think it costs like 2,300. We don't have 2,300 shinies. I accidentally didn't push the button, but it's okay. Yikes. Now I do this. You just please. My controller's stopped. Yeah, you can speedrun on whatever console. I don't know why my controller just disconnected. That was weird. If you speedrun on PS2 though, keep in mind that the load times are going to be about 8 minutes of the run. Compared to like the system I'm on is about... Or they're actually 8 minutes slower, I mean. Sorry. I have to do this because I didn't get enough shinies. Whoops. This is sucky. I bought another crab spatula whenever I should have waited and gone down Sand Mountain and done that. So, and I accidentally hit ARF. Which I guess is okay. We're gonna just go over in this area. Just for the shinies. Jeez. But yeah, like with the beginner, 8 minutes of load times isn't bad. Like, if you can get your hands on the console, then and you want to speedrun, then you should do it. It's definitely something that will take a lot of time, and so you might want to have time and dedication for it, but once you learn the run, it's a great time. I think it costs 2,300 for the gate thing. So I'm like going major over, but it's alright. Just do that. That's not great. If I don't have enough shinies though, I'm gonna be just too disappointed. That'll be something. Because I think PlayStation 2 and GameCube are about 7 to 8 minutes of load times. If you have a 360, because this is backwards compatible on 360, which is what I'm playing on, then yeah, no, not enough shinies. Wait, I'm just, okay, I accidentally did that like too much. So in order to continue with the Murmelair, we're gonna have to go and do something. We're gonna go to Lagoon and just, we only have to do it once, but we have to like do some sort of grind thingy. Let's get the funnel spatula and then do that. Takes forever to do it though. Yeah, I still have my copy too. Okay, because I got a PlayStation 2 copy back in like 2005, 2006, you know. And then I got this copy in like 2014, so I haven't had this one forever. I think I remember getting Sonic 06 back then because I remember thinking Sonic 06 was amazing when it really wasn't. Let's see. It was really funny thinking Sonic 06 was like the best game ever, but it really wasn't. We don't have enough shinies, that's what's concerning. What we do? You go through the sea caves and then you exit, and then we can just grind a bit of shinies here, if I'm right. So this is gonna be like a very, very small amount of grinding, but we have to do it because we don't have enough. We need to go to 2,300, and that sucks. Like, it really does suck that we have to do this, but I accidentally didn't get enough. Just drown every time. This is like a minute. This is like a minute. I'm telling you. It's alright though. I should have just not done it like this, but yeah. Thanks, man. We'll do our best, but we're streaming this until 6 Eastern, because we started at 4 Eastern with this run, and we're gonna finish it around 6 Eastern. So now we have funnels. This is a bad segment. If this is like a PB run, then jeez. I also do Twitch stuff, but I figured like my YouTube is just a better place to do all this, because sometimes I do Twitch stuff, but I do both. YouTube is just a preferred thing for bigger events, so I could have done Twitch, but it's whatever. Okay, so we're finally done with Towers of Power. We might need to do more grinding, I don't remember. I think we have Sand Mountain, and that requires 1,500. That's really sucky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
Where's all the security?
We don't do prawn. I do prawn later, because you probably heard something about early prawn, and that's about something later, or early, where you do some elbow thing. I don't feel consistent with it, so I just do the L clipping late method. We literally have 2 shinies. Look at that. No, I don't want to. I don't want to have 2 shinies. I want to have 1,500. Please. Thanks. I jumped right over it. So now we just wait until it comes, or we could just go way over here. And watch, just do this. Wait, no. No. We're severely lacking in shinies. I'm gonna just die right here. Get the lasers to kill me. Have the checkpoint, so I'm all good. That was bad. I do. Wait for it, and then we just do this. We have an ARF blocking it, but like ARF is not a threat to me. Died again. Okay. I guess. This Murmularia is very bad, but it works. It's going to work. Yeah, not good. This is just not a good segment. It's alright. It's whatever. We didn't get enough shinies from that SBA because I was like rushed it or something. Now this. We get hit right as we come out. Okay, this is bad. Yeah. Don't worry about this. We always have a bad segment, but didn't know it was gonna be this bad. Jellyfish Cave was just alright. We have a way that skips Jellyfish Cave. Like in the speedruns, you just completely skip that area. And it's pretty crazy. Look boy, buried treasure! Sometimes I'll do random like crabs impressions and it's really weird. He's like, look! SpongeBob boy, cover your ears! He does like some weird stuff, but it hurts sometimes to do it. What is happening? Wait, no. That's not good. That wasn't good. I always click it whenever I'm at that spatula. Looks like I'm gonna go grind in a stupid Goo Lagoon again. I have to grind to 1,500 this time. And then after this we should be done with like grind shinies. Shouldn't be that bad. There's a little spot in Sand Mountain, but I would just rather do this. What am I doing? $700. So we're just really far behind, but it's alright. We get about 200 for every time we do this. A little over, about 225, let's say. So this one will have it, and then we can go do Shady Shoals. We now have enough shinies to finish this, I think. Okay, yeah, this is not a great segment, but I don't know why I went back and did that like 3 different times either, but yeah, I think that's the last big shiny thing that we have to do. And then we have Goo Cage, but Goo Cage isn't a big issue. It's just whatever. We've already done a lot of bad in this run that there's not much we can do. I think this one's gonna end up somewhere in the 1 hour 30-minute mark, which wouldn't be horrible. We already said 1:15 because we've just gone too far over for not getting enough shinies. But let's see here. We actually got into Sand Mountain. This is just regular Sand Mountain. There's nothing special about this area. You just kind of do it, and then when you get to the end, you're done. There's 3 socks on it though, and that's really helpful. There's also a sock in the lobby of Sand Mountain, but we come back and get that one way later. The ball kind of just lost momentum. Almost didn't get that. I'm hoping to have like 550 by the time, or 600 by the time we're done with this slide. That'd be something real good. Let's just have 600. We'll surpass that. Good. Ah, we fell. We're already way over, so that's kind of just whatever.
I've gone.
We accidentally fell. Look at that. Because of like time constraints and stuff, I can't reset. But this would be a good example of like a run you would just reset on. If you would have seen SBA with that much shinies and stuff, you would have just reset. But we're just gonna get through it, and we're just gonna say it's practice for whatever, and I had a good time doing it, so. This is so sad. There's so many tricks that I'm just like, whatever. That was the jump we missed. Probably because we didn't have enough momentum, but now we do. If anything, it's just more shinies. Let's do... Get that machine. Good. Sometimes that dog robot will get in the way. And that really just kind of makes me mad when it gets in the way. But we can finally get the spatula. We're not too far over in this area. Oh boy. And we're not even at the difficult parts. This is like the easy stuff. Now we get to go to the bungee and we get to do that. And that'll be alright. Well, let's see. How is this gonna do? Oh! Yeah, that's good. Robo Pat is almost here, finally. See, look, we're 6 minutes over now. What we would usually be. That's no good, but it's whatever. Here we go. Sometimes that robot machine doesn't like to... Yeah, lots of shinies. Lots and lots of shinies. It's also good to remember that We're doing this for a good cause, and remember that it's the Rehydrated relief, so always remember, link in the description, you can donate to Color of Change. They're supporting racial injustice in America and equality for all. So, some good stuff that we're doing.
Looks like SpongeBob's in for a rough ride.
Thanks, man.
Great barrier reef.
I mean, usually on this channel I upload a bunch of games. Like, if I get new PB runs, then I'll upload them here. Usually I speedrun on Twitch though. I don't know why I didn't do it on Twitch, but I just decided I was gonna do it here, I guess. So I had already said way earlier. And I didn't want to change it last second, being one of those guys. And this overlay I made was just specifically for this event too. Usually it doesn't look like this, but I decided this was a special event, and I made an overlay that supported that it was special, and it actually looks pretty good to me. I took about an hour to make the layout and stuff. It's pretty nice.
Oh, what is Sandy going to do to get SpongeBob unfrozen?
I don't like doing the swing stalling on one of them because I got stuck in the ground one time doing it. It's just like, I don't want to risk that again. So I had to restart the whole entire fight because I got stuck in the ground. What? I got hit by him. Really? I got hit by him for some reason. Hit again. Yeah, that's annoying that I get hit twice. See how this goes. Stop spinning, please. Thanks. Oh, Pat. They made this fight different. Like, at least Robo Sandy, it's the same mechanics and stuff. But this goo thing, whenever he makes the levels go higher, now what he does is he aims it directly at you instead of going all the way around the map. And so it makes it feel less like just one-dimensional, I guess. So that's one of the good changes, was that like in Rehydrated, he now actually aims that one goo attack at you that he just kind of went all the way around the map in this one. Like this one right here. If I wasn't standing here, then he would just like circle around the map. And it takes a really long time for the whole entire phase to play out. Which I'm just like, that's pretty nice. Like, they made the game easier. Robo Sandy felt a little too easy. Robo Pat was pretty alright. Robo Sponge, I like the graphics. Like, I really love the design of the brain in Robo Sponge.
That's the ticket.
It's one of my favorite designs in the game.
That does it.
What?
SpongeBob is
Okay.
back.
Okay.
That
I
does it. SpongeBob is back in the
Okay, I just drowned for no reason. But then it skipped that whole entire damage sequence. So I guess that's a good thing.
Great barrier reef.
Skip the damage sequence. He's gonna land up on this side. As far as I know. Yeah, he landed over here.
Look at that. The robot's made himself dizzy. That's the ticket.
Right. There we go. But we're all like, I've beat this game casually. Like, I first time beat it 100% not too long ago. Only like 2 or 3 years ago I beat the game 100%. And then I was just like, all I got was a cutscene for beating it 100%. I guess I was just bored one day and I was like, I'm gonna beat the game 100%. And I was just like, all I get is this weird cutscene. I did definitely think that like the any percent stuff was kind of better. You get more for like beating the game, and you get more enjoyment. Versus 100% is just like you were really grinding and you just kind of did it to do it. Unless you're speedrunning. But even speedrunning, it's just like you did it to do it, not whatever. To actually feel accomplished of yourself. That's how I felt. This one's just gone up and up and up, but now we get to do some cruise boosting. I'm not the best at cruise boosting, but I'm pretty decent. It's probably not good. We'll go again. Alright, we just did that. It's good. So now, just do this. This is about on time with what I usually do. Sometimes I'll get cruise boost faster, but it's just annoying. Like, it's a big improvement from the first few runs where it took 20 minutes to get a cruise boost every time. So like, or I guess 3 times. Because this segment was 21 minutes in like my very first run. And then it just got faster and faster, and now every segment is 5 minutes, 6 minutes instead of 20. Even the Goo Lagoon segment was like 12 minutes. The one that I'm going to do after this, where I have to just do some cruise boosting. It used to be 20 minutes or 12 minutes. Now it's just like not even a minute. That's how fast it is. Make sure the camera is just in a good place. That don't slide off. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. Oh well. I don't usually do that. I usually do the cruise boost way, but I was just like, whatever. I still had the cruise boost. I thought I would try it. Especially since this is like a less pressured run. And this is more like a just for fun. I thought I would just try that trick. Good, we got it. Cutscene plays. You're still moving forward during that whole cutscene. So technically, like, if you're not fast enough, you can drown at that cutscene. Which would be kind of sad, but it happens. There's been, like, downtown. At the beginning of the run, we did something called disabling the ham, which is what causes us to go out of bounds and stuff. It's especially needed in Dutchman's Graveyard. So it's really important to have it disabled there late game. But sometimes if you have a cruise boost and you're facing the wrong way, you can actually accidentally re-enable the hand. There's a ton of ways to accidentally re-enable it, but it does happen to me pretty often. I remember I had to like reset a few times because I re-enabled the hand. We're about to get this. Uh-oh. Fuck. My setup's also kind of weird. Like, most people have monitors that are the same size, or they have something different than what I have, because I have like a 35-inch TV. And I use that as kind of the second monitor for my computer, as well as like my gaming monitor. Whenever I play like Switch games and things like that. And then I have like a 23-inch computer monitor, and that's like my main computer monitor. Yeah, please. Thanks. So my setup, like, it's definitely not the cleanest setup, but it is definitely something. And my other setup that I have at somewhere else is even worse. Like, I don't even have a desk. I just use like a dinner table half the time. Because that's just how the space requirement is. And technically, like, it is someone else's room, but it's just whatever. This room is mine, but like, the room I use other places is someone else's. Let's see here. Let's just get King Jellyfish. They patched this in Rehydrated. I don't know how many people have actually like tried doing this, but they patched that in Rehydrated. Which, good and bad. Like, what I would do is I used to intentionally like, or what you do in speedruns is you intentionally wait to do all the segments until later. And then you're just like, oh yeah, I have the cruise bubble. And then you could just 3-shot him before he does damage to you or even puts up a fight. I guess like, if the devs wanted to leave that in, then that would have been alright. It's not a horrible thing. Because they removed it and Rehydrated and it's just like, okay, fine. But if they would have left it, then it would have kind of forced people to either do it or they know and they could just take it out easily. And it allows for more strategy, I guess you could say, even though the strategy is kind of just not great. That should have the tubes coming out. Not really convinced that this is going to be a good cruise boost. I have to get a good one, or else I'm not going to do this part, because this one requires like a pretty solid cruise boost. That's good. So usually I take my time in this area and I'm just like, whenever I get a good one, always just goes. A beach ball out thrown at me. What the heck? There's a sock.
You just met the Sponginator.
Now we can just go back into the wrong place, but it's whatever. I accidentally went to the first one instead of the second one. You can skip the taxi stuff, like in Rehydrated they removed it. This game used to have like small scenes to show when the taxi pad opened. You can actually skip them by doing certain things. Like how I just did the, what I just did where I got the trampoline. There we go. Typically people will do a damage boost. I don't know if this is even in like top level runs or anything, but they do a damage boost. And it's called bathroom boost. I just called it damage boost for whatever reason, but bathroom boost essentially just has you like boosting off that robot to the next area. My controller went out again. At least the batteries are kind of going bad. It's whatever. I don't know why my controller went out again. That was sucky. That's gonna be good. What did I just kill? Like something just went off the edge and gave me that. So now we have Bubble Buddy. You talk to Bubble Buddy and then, since we already have a cruise boost, we go on top of this rock. And we're like, woohoo, and we get almost up there. sometimes it helps to like have forward momentum. Like I go in and I'm like, I have forward momentum. I used to miss this so much that now I just got it. I don't know if I need to collect the art, but I do sometimes have the arts. If they're already here, then why not? Okay. Sorry, it's just annoying. It's just really annoying doing that sometimes. At least that's a green segment. Because like in the run I did with this, it was a really bad segment, so now I get a minute off. I think that's why like Summer Best is so bad, so good, and like why we can still do great. Okay, let's just get him to shoot again. Grab the ledge, and we just go up here. Boom. Now for this one, you have to get a cruise bubble, and you have to shoot a button. And since the timers are kind of whack in this game, and they don't like auto start, you could just go, and you can get a cruise boost, and then get the spatula at the end of the slide. Which I remember this spatula being a really tight one. Whenever you were doing like a casual run, it's a really tight fit into your runs. Good. Actually did that first try. Wow. Oh yeah, very good. Get the sock. That's really great. I like that. See, that's how you lose time, is you just do that kind of segment. Now we're gonna do something called lag clipping. You've probably heard of it. I mean, basically just get a cruise boost and then use the fact that our downward momentum is not even to do some wacky things. Sometimes it doesn't work, but it's whatever when it doesn't. You have to collect the shiny object, and when you collect the shiny object, then that means that you've triggered the debug to get the spatula. I'm not sure if you have to have a painting collected or not to get this one, but I do know that if you get the shiny object, then yeah, it's good. And then now we have ballroom clip. I think you can attempt this like 10 times before it becomes the same speed as ballroom, so. I've gotten it first time in a run, but let's see how it goes here. Second try, alright, not bad. It's kind of a difficult trick because it's like frame perfect, but overall, it's not a bad trick. Now we have prawn skip. This trick can be kind of difficult, as you need to activate a debug trigger that skips the prawn fight. You have to do something called L clipping, where you have to clip out, bash up here, and then you just kind of have to hope that you get it. I've heard the box for it's like really small, so that's what's kind of scary, is that sometimes I've also heard the box is like mega small for it. But it's not like super difficult to get the box. If you're struggling a lot on it, then just maybe look at your cruise boost speed, I don't know. I should have done that the first time. I should have just done that the first time, but oh well. Now we have Sand Mountain, and we just returned to Sand Mountain for like a Sand Mountain 2, and you're just getting a spatula and a sock. You have to get a cruise boost off this. That might not be a good enough cruise boost, but we can try. I tried to overcompensate for the fact that it wasn't good and I bashed my head, but there's that. You just get a cruise boost and then do some stuff, and you get a spatula, get the sock, go back to Bikini Bottom, and we're gonna unlock downtown now. And downtown's done all in one segment. I don't really like the downtown segment. I think that, like, it's just whatever. But it is important that we do it. I practice this a little bit. Like, this morning I was practicing a whole lot just so I could have a good run. I mean, this isn't the worst run I've ever had, but, you know. Okay, good. This is the part where you can really enable the hand if you're not careful. You have to make sure that you're kind of like going towards the Thunder Tiki from that area. And then whenever the cutscene plays at the end, make sure you're going away from the out of bounds, not towards it. We're just gonna do this. It's so much slower, but like we lost our cruise boost and we don't have a good one anymore. But we only have 4 lives, so it's kind of weird. Let's destroy this. And then we can just go up there and get it. Then we need to get another cruise boost because we lost that one. The reason why people don't get rid of their cruise boost is because it's actually slower and you have to get another one right after you collect the spatula. Because we need to get over the gate, which there's probably a way to do without one, but doing it with one is just 10 times easier. I miss the cruise boost on this wall all the time. Come on. That's good. So now we just... There's 2 ways you could do this. You could double jump and then do some sort of weird thing like I did, where you bash and hold A. Or you could just bash on top of the lamppost. We actually did that. Wow. I do the sandy way. The jump is like super tight if you don't do the sandy way. So only do it if you're like experienced. But if you're a newer player, don't worry about it. I mean, it'll save you some time by doing the Spongebob way, but the sandy way. I do the long one too because sometimes I don't seem to be able to get the right stuff for the short one because there is like a way shorter way to do this. But that was a good segment, except for when we missed the cruise boost a million times. We actually got the sock on the house.
I'm getting dizzy just watching.
We're almost done with the run though. About another 15-20 minutes away. This will be alright. This isn't going to be a new PB run or anything, but it definitely works and does what it needs to do. This is going to be like a 125, 126, 127. In terms of minute time, in case you guys are like wondering. We messed up so much in SBA. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, I missed that. Alright. Now we go to Kelp Forest. And basically, in Kelp Forest, you do the level backwards. You do the whole entire thing backwards. And you can skip doing the tiki roundup in kelp caves. So mostly it's just for spatula collection purposes. I don't know why I did that there. I forgot the order for a second. I was like, I need to do this here? And I was just like, eh.
Here we are in the
Okay, good cruise boost. So what this does, there's probably another way to do it. I think there was like a taxiway I heard of. But what I do is I get a cruise boost and then I get really long jumps that I can just do there. And then since you are supposed to get a spatula at the end of the slide, that's where the end of the slide is, and so you just get that spatula, then you can go talk to Mermaid Man. So you don't have to go down the slide. What you can do is you could start the timer and then go back to the box and just do this. You still have to like go to where the trigger is to finish the slide, like right here, let's say, and then go back to Mermaid Man. But it's definitely better than doing the slide, because this slide can be really tricky and difficult. Especially for me, like, this slide took me a long time to do. Because some of the turns felt like they were too steep for stuff. I don't know why I bowled there. They felt like they were too steep for the controls that we had. And so it was just sad.
Hey, kid.
Hey, kid. I need you to leave. That's what I thought Barnacle Boy says. Because Barnacle Boy is always mad because SpongeBob's there and he's like, I want you to just leave now. And then SpongeBob's just like, but I'm your biggest fan. Also don't pay attention to the skybox. The skybox is just crazy. Mermaid Man's always just confused and he's like, what's happening? Then Barnacle Boy's like, I just want you to leave. I wanna enjoy my life again already, without kids that are gonna annoy me. That's what he says. Essentially every time. Sometimes it's a bit different, but
Well done.
almost didn't get that jump. Sometimes that jump can be kinda steep and hard to get. Kelp Forest overall not that bad. We're only about 3 or 4 seconds over. So not bad. Since I already got the sock and Dutchman's, or the sock behind the trash can, we can just do this. There is something you can do to skip this. You can just bowl and be like, almost got it. If I would have bowled for like a quarter of a second more, maybe even less, we might have gotten it.
The graveyard.
But now we're in Graveyard, possibly the most difficult part because of Dutchman Skip. Dutchman Skip is one of my least favorite tricks in the game. As much as I like being able to skip a boss, it's a lot more difficult than Prawn Skip and the SpongeBob Skip at the end. Because this game is so broken that you can even skip the first phase of the final boss. And some people have claimed that they got it in like their casual playthroughs. I don't know how possible that is, but let's see if we have enough shinies to... It might be a good add-on to my shiny collection. Yeah, we have way more than enough shinies. I didn't even know. So I forgot I didn't even press the right button to see. That's a good segment if we don't drown. Yeah, we didn't drown, so it's really good. This is the area that I've struggled the most with to get consistent. That and Rock Bottom. The other parts are all good. And yeah, Dutchman's, it's just like, it's so easy to drown and so easy to just lose certain areas that Sometimes consistency is not easy. Let's do this. Yeah, see, I lost another minute and a half. That's crazy. I got the 1 frame for some reason. I thought I waited more than enough time, and I still got that 1 frame bowl. It's really wacky when I get that 1 frame bowl. Jeez. Shipwreck Bungee, let's go. What I like to do is I like to just do the wall jump stuff. I'm not very consistent with the cruise boosting thing, so I just do wall jumps. As underwhelming as that might seem, I just do the wall jumps. Which is okay. When you're like a real beginner, doing the wall jump stuff, you shouldn't feel bad about doing it. Unless you miss like I just did. But I just completely missed. It's unfortunate. Alright, let's do this. That just kind of lost more time. Yeah, we're probably, yeah, I said it's gonna get 121. Probably, or not 121, but 125. I'm surprised. Let's see if this guy can kill me. Yeah, he just did that. That one's really hard to manipulate. Some of the chucks in this game are like really easy to manipulate, but that one was like the hardest one to manipulate. And so it just becomes the most annoying one. Because then you get a good cruise boost and you're like, I'm ready to go, and then that chuck just kills you. I forgot about this. Let's do that. And then these platforms should be... Yeah, I don't know about that. It's time to get another cruise boost. Probably get kicked off by that chuck again. Missed the jump. It's alright. I told you already, this is what happens. You just kind of get hit by it a million times. Okay, let's do this. That chuck is just really difficult to manipulate. So we can do this. Cannons are ready to fire. Yikes. So when we go and fire them. Yeah, this is a big whatever. I don't split there. I actually have 2 spatulas on this one. Since they're, well, I don't know why I have 2 of them, but it's just kind of how I did it. It was a minute 31 over. Then you do Dutchman, And then we go and we do the parkour, Squidward's Dream, and then we're done with any percent. This part's kind of weird. What you have to do is you have to get a cruise boost off the wall. Has to be like real fast. You can't just like be whatever on the cruise boost. It has to be real good. Then you just do this. Boom. Now, what you do, get that, jump spin, got him. Got him good. That was 20 seconds. It's real good. Best we can get is a 122. What I like to do is get a cruise boost, jump, jump, spin. I actually paid this clam, which costs 2,700, but we have enough. We barely have enough, but that grinding we wouldn't have had enough if we didn't grind, that's for sure. In that Goo Lagoon area. Because SBA was just god bad. Ski ball abuse just threw me out the window. Okay, I thought that was gonna hit me. Here we go. That's a new one too. Now we get to do Squidward's Dream, which if it's on cycle can be really fast. If we don't get the cycle, then it might be kind of bad. I don't think we're gonna get the cycle. That's gonna suck. This jump is kind of difficult for beginners. Once you learn it, it's pretty simple, but so far I've missed it a few times, but it's nothing too serious. But that's on cycle. That's real good for us. Okay, Squidward's Dream is done. Actually, I haven't done a run with that on cycle. Or wait, we have to go with Patrick. That's right. And you have to trade with Patrick, and then we do the Spongebob stuff. This one still has the potential to be a 132. Or a 122, I mean. After all that bad stuff and all that big mountain. But after that, we're just gonna do 100%. And we're just gonna scout out the game. Maybe do a bit in Spongebob Arena. Just have a good time in Spongebob. But here we go.
And here we are, folks, the main event.
This is the final boss. Yikes.
Just too big for a direct attack like that.
Sometimes I miss. It's alright.
The robot
Have to
better
wait.
change tactics and fast.
Too early.
I guess
So we could just
SpongeBob
keep
won't be
trying.
winning
Like,
that
you just keep
way.
trying to get this trick.
Yikes! Looks like
Still too early.
SpongeBob's in for a rough
2, 3,
ride.
4, 5.
That does it. SpongeBob is back in the fight.
There, we got that. So now we can just do the last part, and then we're done
Will
with our
SpongeBob
run.
be able to neutralize the
then we
giant
just
robot's
do what?
brain?
Sometimes you get that. I don't know why you get that sometimes, but I've heard that if you don't wait enough or something, then you might.
Oh, that's gotta sting.
This is a well-recovered run, too. It could have been way worse. But we recovered it very well. I'm really surprised about that. Okay. then we do this. 1, 2, and then here we go. Okay, that's not bad. 122.51. I'm gonna leave that on the screen, so if anyone wants to see that, then. But yeah, we're gonna play around in the SpongeBob arena now. I know, like, it just said any percent run, but yeah, we'll play around here a bit. I haven't really messed around in SpongeBob that much. I know the mechanic's kind of weird, but it's also kind of cool because you saw the SpongeBob in the last stream, like, to look at what's different here. It's not horrible, like, it's kind of weird that for beating the game you get to play with the worst mechanic in the game, but I'm not the one who decided that. But overall, Purple Lamp did a great job. This is the time again to say that this is part of the Rehydrated relief. Remember that you can donate with the link in the description. So far we've raised 782 bucks, not from my stream, but like collectively. And yeah, it's just, we're doing some great stuff still. I want to actually get to the end of this. I've never actually like done this whole entire thing. Yeah, with about the last 35 minutes, we're just going to be completing the game 100%, possibly beating the boss again so that we can see the cutscene and then, you know, it's all done. Oh, it puts us here. So then what's up here? Oh, fine. Yeah, so now we're gonna 100%. Where do we start? We're gonna start from the top and come down. So we got some socks in Bikini Bottom that we can still get. There's one in Patrick's Rock, so we'll just do, or there's one in Squidward and Patrick's houses. This one we just have to wreck Squidward's house and then we can get it. You have to just destroy everything. Yeah, it was not bad. Bad run. It was something of interest, but there was so much that went wrong that I recovered, and now we're here doing this. Thought we can go into Patrick's, and we could just get all the stuff. I think I'm gonna close out of the live split stuff, so now just see the game. We can bring the game a bit more in the middle. I don't know. Well, sorry, I accidentally messed with it. I'm just gonna keep it there. Now we have one inside of this area. In Bikini Bottom, like, all the socks just feel not out of place. They all feel real good to get, I felt at least. I mean, we could grind the shinies and do more SBA and then unlock the movie theater, but controller keeps freaking out. Two shots, alright.
Checkers, the king of
Now we can get out of here. I think that's the only Hub 2 sock. There might be like a strike sock if I remember. But I think that's the only Hub 2 sock that we missed, and then there's 2 in Hub 3, I think. We already got one of them. We already went on top of the bucket. There's 2 more. I forgot where the other 2 are. This is just me being dumb, but Sponge Ball is kinda not too great. There's one in SpongeBob's, I remember. So we'll go into SpongeBob's house and we'll get the library sock. And then we'll leave the last one and we'll come back to it later.
Break.
We have 10 shinies. Remember at the beginning of the game, 10 shinies means a lot. That's why all this stuff is only 10, 20, 30. Ooh, we get the trampoline. We get this thing, which is full of shinies. And then we get the ball. The ball is the best part, right? And then we get to use the ball to get to the button, where we push the button. That was even bad. I had to like really space my jumps. The ball just controls men in this game, too. The rehydrated ones were a bit better, I guess. They weren't amazing still, but they were better. Hold up. Oh yeah, there's one in the Krusty Krab, but... Let's see. Let's just do this. We have to destroy everything in the Krusty Krab for whatever reason. You would think Mr. Krabs wants to keep these because he wants his money, but apparently not. The guy doesn't really care. You're getting him shinies by doing this apparently, so he's okay with it. Remember that this guy dabs. He doesn't look like the best in this game, but he dabs in Rehydrated. That's possibly my favorite part of Rehydrated, is just that fish. I saw him in Jellyfish Fields and I was like, okay, he's doing this.
I feel like I should be working.
I forgot where else I need to destroy things, or do I just need to collect all the shinies? I think I just need to get all the shinies. Here we go. Just get the shinies. Wow. I'm probably missing something. It's so weird. I'm probably missing like one thing I had to destroy, and that's what's keeping me from finishing this. These fish are just gonna get destroyed then. Let's just destroy him. You're dead. There's so much that I could be missing. I don't like how they have the clock there. That's the weirdest clock. Oh, the condiment stand? Oh. Okay, the reason I didn't think that the condiment stand was a thing was because I didn't get it the first time. I kept trying and like, it just wasn't working. Everything's in Bikini Bottom. Yeah, everything there. Now we're gonna do all of the Jellyfish Field socks. Which I believe this one out here. I'm gonna test this again. I haven't done a whole lot of testing and like, I don't know what they do in Hundo for all this crap, but they probably, like, this is a way that you can get this sock, I guess. Yeah, that works. For sure. And then the next one you actually need to get the switch, I think, but that definitely works. The bowling sock, I know what they do now. I was just messing around and then I saw that sock and I was like, you could just do this. bash. Then if you got a good one, you could just bash again, but sometimes it can be hard to get that jump or that bash. So now we get another sock. Hooray. And then you can go and you can get the jellyfish rock sock, which isn't too bad. Oh, because of cruise boosting, we have like the weirdest momentum shifts. This is so bad. I'm just gonna... No, you can't just bash there. At least they were good about that. This is funny. I'm just gonna do this. Usually you have to space your jumps, but if you get a cruise boost, easy aim. I even drowned. What is this? Now the button's closed again. That's not fun. Alright, button opens and we can actually get across this time. Let's just get across to get the sock. If I can not drown, that'd be great.
998,
But
999, 1000. Ready or not, here I come!
I don't know completely what I'm doing wrong with the 100%. Like, sometimes I might not know completely what I'm doing here, but I just kind of do it for fun. Good time.
Hey, you! Patrick needs to do laundry.
Boom. The sock.
Just my size.
Oh yeah, there's one more. Or there's two more socks. One of which we can get right here. Just by doing mega spacing and then... Wait for it. Yeah, doing this. Just have him help me. Wait, I forgot that that's not where it is. We can just go to, Cowabungie and we can just get this sock. Also make... It's a bit bigger. Alright. But these, this part's pretty nice. We can get cruise boost to get on top of one of them, or else we could just go over here and get on top of it, I guess. I'm gonna do something stupid. Let's see. Cruise boost. Yes. Now, no, that won't work. That won't work either. I think there's only one area where you can. Wait, I'm just missing it because I don't know what I'm doing. Dang. The jump can be really tight too, but... Now they need a way to get rid of the bowling shot right here. Wow. Fine. Fine, fine. This cruise boosting is just gonna be bad. It's gonna lead to not so great things. So we have our bowling shot stuff. We can just maybe. I've been doing this for like so many dumb reasons that I don't even remember really how I do it in the casual way. But I'm just gonna go up the hill and I'm gonna be like, this is how you do it now. I remember there's also a button. I think that's in the other one. The other navigation area in Jellyfish Fields. I think that's the way. Okay, they're messaging me. I'm almost messaging me, but I should have do not disturb or stream mode on, but let's see. Got that. Let's go back here.
Just my size.
You can really tell the difference in the graphics of a game that was made in 2003 versus 2020. 2020, whatever.
We'll be glad to have
Now we have to go to the next area. There's one in spelunking, which we already did spelunking, but I don't think any of the stuff is. None of the switches are unlocked. So we just get to sit here and watch these for a minute. Hey. After this, we're gonna go downtown after we do these socks. Probably missed one, but I can't do mid-air stuff anymore. I'm so used to the Patrick doing mid-air attacks and it being like the best change in the game that I just thought I could do it now. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, okay, I know where all the socks are. Ouch. Let's just get these. Oh. I'm just gonna let that thing. Whoa, that was real weird. Guess this is better than that cruise boost thing that they do in speedruns. Well, I'm supposed. It breaks when I read the sign. Of course it does. Let's do this. There's a sock here. There's a sock in the water and the top of this. Let's go up here and be like, oh, it's slide time. Big boy slide. Head first. Or he doesn't go head first. Why doesn't he go head first? That would be really funny if he went head first. It's been so long since I've done this slide in this game. So weird. Until Rehydrated, I forgot that this slide was here. I feel like this might be kind of one of the lower points then in this game. Then the promotional content and stuff made me realize it. Hey, let's go. Go to Patrick's Dilemma, and then what we can do is Spongebob 2P here. Oh wait, this is the wrong area. Yeah, this is the completely wrong area. We already got the socks from here. Now I'm gonna go drain the lake. Let's just do drain the lake and then let me see where was it? It was a cruise boost one. So or not cruise boost, a cruise bubble one. But what I need to do is I need to get a cruise boost to get up there. this. That's a great cruise boost. Here it is. This gives me a sock. Very good. Tartar bot might shoot me off. That would be very disappointing. Yeah, very disappointing. Let's get him. Boom. Oh wait. Oh wait. I'm bad at this. It went right through it. That one almost did, but this is whatever. Let's do this one. And then let's get this one. Hooray, I got a sock. It's sock time. That's probably not the best wall to be doing this on. I think this wall will be 10 times better. Oh. 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 Here. It's this one. So do this part with the cruise boost. Drown. Not even getting a new checkpoint. Well, I guess I did. Let's go check this out. I seem to be really wondering why I don't have 14, but hey clam. I remember paying all of these pay clams and just doing this. Yeah, we'll just leave that. Downtown is the least completed section. Dutchman's, we didn't get any of the socks. We didn't get any in Kelp Forest, which one of them's super easy. If we weren't doing some weird like reverse backwards thing, then you would get the strike sock in Kelp Forest. Really? Missed one. I missed one, and that's why I didn't get it on the first one. Wow. Just grab that. Could also save the campers, but like that might be some real weird stuff. Power Crystal Crisis? Why do I not want to do that? Now we'll do Crabs and we'll do Crab's Dream and finish Sandy's Dream. Because I don't want to do Kelp Forest. And I don't want to do any of the other areas yet. Big skip. Sandy's Dream is really cool. I like how Purple Lamp gave it a custom skybox at the bottom, and like how they do the Texas thing. I like how they did that in Rehydrated, and it looks different and it looks better, maybe. And they actually used 3D models and made it look semi-realistic. And so it looks good, but in a game like this, all the poly counts are low too. I'm lost. I'm lost on this. You always find your way out when you're lost in this slide, but I'm mega lost. It goes too much around That's just annoying. We actually got the sock though. I was not expecting to get the sock, and then we already got the spatula at the very top. I guess we get another sock, or another thing here. Can't grab that though. Hand is still disabled. So we'll just go back here and we'll get the next sock. Or next spatula, I mean. They really wanted you to play as Sandy, and so they had to put the swinger. Remember, there's that swingerless thing. Like, for casual players, you have to play as Sandy, but then there's swingerless. Which, I don't think that's yet to be in runs. I haven't heard about it being in runs yet, but swingerless is definitely something of interest. You get a DCB, which is just a cruise boost where you're being displaced by a bubble bowl. And then you could just do anything in the game, essentially. Well, not anything. I shouldn't say you can do anything, but you can do a lot of things that you can't do without it. Not enough shinies. So here we go. We're just going to go down this slide. I should have stayed and gone with the part that I was thinking about going with. I was thinking about going to the right part that I needed to go to. But that's the best part of it, is just doing that. And then just looping around. Yeah, if you don't take the right path, then you just loop around in Sandy's Dream too. That was something. You can grab the ledge, actually. I remember in Rehydrated, I could not grab the ledge in Sandy's Dream. No matter what. Let's take this. Boom. Then you get another sock at the end of the slide. We're not even going to finish the game 100%, I'm just playing around. So, but this is what it looks like, this is what you do. I'm just kind of playing around and enjoying this. Got some flying cows I'm about to go through. What a joke. Am I saved? I just saved myself. This is the very beginning of the slide though, isn't it? What I'm gonna do is go to Squidward's Dream. We already kind of did some stuff, so we could just exit out and then we can go and we can do this and get to crabs. Which, all these sections feel more difficult in Rehydrated. It's because of the way that the damage boosts you. Sometimes it can really put you in unwanted places. And it can be really annoying at times to just like to more or less like be boosted into weird places in Rehydrated. But let's go into Krabs' Dream. They actually made this dream more difficult than it was. Alright, Malice was good. We got our run done, and now we're just messing around, having good times. I don't remember Slick being as hard as he is in Rehydrated. Like, he definitely feels 10 times more difficult in Rehydrated than he does in this. For no reason, too. Like, it could just be me being bad, but like, this dream felt really difficult because of how Slick operated. I died again. Yeah, I don't really like this stream that much. But apparently, the bubble bowl is like part of the cruise bubble too. But the bubble bowl is seen as like having a damage meter of like 3. Because if you just wand the slicks, then it takes like 2 or 3 shots to take them out. So apparently, the bubble bowl takes like a power of 3, whereas the regular stuff takes a power of 1. Yeah, I told you, this is like too difficult for me for some reason. Horde mode and Rehydrated would be painful, unless that Horde mode's like super easy, like brain dead easy. If it's just kinda easy, then it might be kinda difficult for me, especially in the later rounds. But I've heard it's kinda just meh. It's a bunch of things I've heard that are just meh. This happens to be the one of 2 games that are SpongeBob that were seen as good by the community and everyone, all the critics. Stop killing me though.
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
I'm just not paying attention to some of the other robots. That they're just all killing me. They're just all killing me now. Oh. Really? I'm just gonna go destroy this one then. Because this is just not funny if that happens.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Yeah, not very fun when that happens. I'll go destroy this then. I think the Slick Robot's the one I haven't beat like 5 of. Look, he's spinning with no thing. Yeah, that's the one I haven't beat enough of. Huh? I thought he lost it. Right, now we're done with that. Cool.
Road ahead.
Cool. Let's go talk to Squidward, and he'll give me some stuff. Or wait, I have to be all the robots. I forgot about that. To be all the robots. Yeah, you're welcome, man. So, I'm gonna do this. This is probably gonna be one of the last things I do. I mean, it's about 5 o'clock, but, you know. Oh, I got it! Okay, that's some good stuff. Controller went out again.
You think it's the batteries?
Nah, it's not the batteries.
What happened?
I don't know. The controller just went out. It's happened a few times.
I need to get a new one.
Yeah, we need to get new batteries. But, yeah. Let me see. In the last few minutes, I'm just gonna like close out. Some things I would like to say is I would like to just thank everyone who's part of the Rehydrated Relief team, all the streamers for doing this. It's amazing stuff. And the 3 people I know of who set this up is Riders DX, Sheriff the Great, and Zach Pack. And you guys have done amazing. This is really an amazing thing that you guys do. the Rehydrated Relief 2. The first one I didn't watch a lot of, but I heard it went really well, and that's why we have part 2. And yeah, so I think the next streamer, let me go and look at the schedule real quick. We're gonna go look at the schedule. The next guy is playing the movie game, and he's Neo Context. I'm gonna put the link in the description real quick, so that we can get all that started up. Once I can my tab. Sorry if something plays. Okay. No, I'm accidentally have a video, but we go here, and then what we'll do, I'm gonna go edit, and we're gonna put his link in the description so you guys can go and join his stream. He should be going live soon. But yeah, we're gonna stay alive, up and running. Until then, just let me put the link, and then we'll get back to playing this a little bit. Sorry. Link to next streamer. Alright, you guys should now be able to see it. But yeah, just before I forget and before we close out, I would just like to say thanks one more time to everyone for coming in and watching. I'd like to thank everyone who set up the Rehydrated Relief. Rehydrated was amazing, and the relief was too, and it's for good cause. So once again, don't forget to donate to the Rehydrated Relief with the link in the description if you would like. It's supporting racial injustice in the US and fighting for everyone to be equal, no matter skin color, race, whatever. So yeah, we're just gonna do some final stuff. Go look at the police station. It's been such a long time. Let's do, and then once he starts streaming, I'm gonna post his link in the description for you guys, so you can go and watch this stream. Okay, he's live now, so I'm gonna post it in the chat, and you should really go check him out. Let me do that real quick. Okay. Sometimes my live chat doesn't work. What the heck? So here's his link. I put it in the YouTube chat as well as in the description. And yeah, so go and check him out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Great stuff we're doing, and I'll see you guys later.